Today on the Trent Out Loud podcast. Have no fear, Tony Buzbee is here. If Jay-Z or his legal team contact you, Tony Buzbee says he could get you upwards of $10,000. We've been hearing for months about all the cease and desist letters that Rock Nation is sending out. Well, guess what we got in our inbox? A leaked cease and desist letter from Jay-Z's lawyer. Rumor has it that Barack Obama and Donald Trump are new besties? Yo, 2025, you just started. What's going on? What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, y'all know how I get down. My favorite day of the week is finally here. It's Friday, and I got a great show set up for you guys. All right, we have 4 lead stories. Tony Buzbee is sending out letters to his former clients and telling them if Jay-Z or his legal team contact them, he can get them upwards of $10,000. We also have a leaked cease and desist letter from Jay-Z and his legal team. Stephen Twitch's boss's mom is actually speaking out, and Jay-Z's alleged son is going viral once again. In quick news, we're going to talk about Khloe Kardashian, Cam Newton, Kanye West, Sean Garrett, SZA, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion, Vybz Kartel, Barack and Donald Trump, and Jennifer Hudson. As always, we're going to close out the show with social discussion, question of the day, and a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. Our first lead story. All right, this is an exclusive from Lauren LaRosa from The Breakfast Club. Shout out to Lauren. Lauren tweeted out this, exclusive. I have obtained a letter sent by attorney Tony Buzbee to former clients in regard to Jay-Z. The letter alleges that Jay-Z has been illegally reaching out to former Tony Buzbee clients, and now Buzbee is looking to round up those people to get them compensation. All right, so I'm going to post up the letter. I'll read it to you guys here. It says, I hope this letter finds you well and you're enjoying the holiday season. Thanks again for choosing Buzbee Law Firm in the past. We very much appreciate your trust on your personal legal matters. As you may have seen, this firm recently sued Jay-Z for a number of different issues. In response, a number of investigators have contacted our past clients like you. This contact has been in an effort to gain clients to sue this firm. They have even gone as far as to offer some of our existing clients money and made promises of more money in the future. These actions are illegal and violate Texas law. More importantly, these investigators and the lawyers that hire them have paid as much as $10,000 to the people contacted. If you have been contacted by these investigators, please let us know immediately. We may be able to force these people to pay you as much as $10,000 or maybe even more. As always, we are here to answer any legal questions you have. Thanks in advance. Best regards, Tony Buzbee. So after Lauren received that letter, she says that she confirmed it with Tony Buzbee, and he says, yes, that is my letter. And he confirmed that he sent it to all his current and former clients. He also went on to say that they were contacted by 24 current and former clients, informing them that investigators from New York City posing as federal and state agents attempted to entice them to sue Tony Buzbee. He says 2 former clients who were illegally solicited have already filed a lawsuit. So 2 of Tony Buzbee's former clients are now working with Tony Buzbee once again to sue Jay-Z and his legal team. This is literally I think maybe the 5th time that I have said something that is not positive towards Jay-Z and his legal team. Since Jay-Z's lawyer has come out and made that press conference, if you ask me, my opinion, they've been making mistake after mistake after mistake. I haven't been able to report anything that I think that they were doing that's smart. from going after the dismissal, which is just based on technicalities and assuming that everything in the lawsuit is true, but they just want to get off on a technicality. That's a huge mistake because the media and the public are just going to assume, all right, Jay-Z did that, but he's getting off on, a statute of limitation or he's getting off on a technicality. That's not going to bode well for him. Now we're hearing that that their investigators are posing as federal agents, and now they're getting sued by former clients. Jay, this is really bad. We have gotten past the point if you did it or not, and you're just looking bad out here. It's really, really not good. If I were Jay-Z, I would change course and I would change lawyers. We know from Dame Dash that Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's full-time lawyer, and Dame Dash said he's been dealing with Alex for years. So this is not somebody who Jay-Z just went and hired, but man, from what we hear about Jay-Z and, the moves that he makes in corporate America and the moves he's made to become a billionaire, I would assume that he would have a better lawyer than this. This is just looking all kinds of bad. Like I said, I haven't been able to find one piece of positive news on their side. And I'm not on anyone's side here. I report when Buzbee does something stupid, I'm like, this is stupid of what he's doing. When Jane Doe made a mistake on NBC News, I told you about her inconsistencies. The same thing with Jay. Whatever. I'm just here to be a middleman and to report to you guys what is out here. And like I said, there hasn't been any sort of positive information from the Jay-Z and his lawyer's camp. It's just all bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, our second lead story. All right, talking about letters and Jay-Z, somebody sent us a cease and desist letter that allegedly was sent from Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, to a probation officer about somebody who is currently out on probation, and they want this person, who I'm not going to say their name, to stop talking about Jay-Z. They're alleging that this person is working with Tony Buzbee, Jaguar Wright, and Jane Doe to make Jay-Z look bad. I sent this over to my lawyers. I sent this to a couple of people. We did confirm this is a real letter, but we've been advised not to give out any names. So I'm going to put up the post right beside me. You guys will see that it's from Alex, but we've blocked out the rest of his email. It's sent to a probationary officer. It's also CC'd to Des Perez, who's actually the CEO of Rock Nation, Jay-Z's right-hand woman, and a black carbon copy to Tony Buzbee and another person. So, like I said, we've blacked out the emails, and I'll read a little bit of it to you just to let you know it's going to be a little choppy because we have, blacked out some things, so some things won't make sense. So it's going to be a little choppy, but bear with me. I just thought it would be. I thought you guys would be interested in hearing what an actual cease and desist letter from Jay-Z's camp sounds like. All right. So it says, "Dear Mr." Let's just call him probation officer, and the person, we'll just call him unknown person. All right. So, Mr. Probationary Officer, we write on behalf of Sean Jay-Z Carter to formally notify you of actions taken by one of the people who are under your probation, Mr. Unknown. Okay. Mr. Unknown Person, in coordination with attorney Tony Buzbee and his client Jane Doe, have engaged in deliberate conspiracy with others to falsely make claims about my client, Mr. Sean Carter. Through the course of this fraudulent activity, Mr. Unknown played an integral role in the creation and fabricated allegations which were intended to cause harm to Mr. Carter's reputation and to facilitate a malicious legal action against my client. These false claims were a product of collusion and misrepresentation headed by Jaguar Wright. Given your position as a probationary officer, we bring this matter to your attention. Accordingly, Mr. Carter respectfully requests that you immediately investigate this matter in your capacity as a probationary officer and take any necessary actions to assure that unknown named person is held accountable for his involvement in this conspiracy. Furthermore, we demand that Mr. Unknown Name Person cease and desist from any further attempts in interfering with or undermining the integrity of Mr. Carter's reputation and legal standing. If Mr. Unknown Name Person's involvement in these actions continue, we will not hesitate to pursue all available legal remedies, including but not limited to civil suits of defamation, conspiracy, and other relevant claims. We look forward to your prompt attention to this serious matter. Respectfully, Alex Spiro. So there you have it. That is a official cease and desist letter from Jay-Z and his legal team. Like I told you in the first lead story, they haven't been making good moves, and this is yet another one. Why is Jay-Z going after Jaguar right now? Why is she going after people associated with Jaguar right now at this point? Jaguar has been on YouTube for the past 4 years saying a bunch of stuff about Jay-Z and this other person. I don't know how long he's been talking. I did a little bit of research on him, but apparently the person that sent this email, he's actually going to come out and start talking. I think it was February the 11th, because he cannot talk now for some reason, and he's going to talk February the 11th. We'll wait to see if he does. But my point is that this is major news already. So why is Jay-Z worrying about what Jaguar Wright or other people are saying when they should be focusing on the case? That's just my opinion. You're not going to be able to silence anybody. And we've told you guys before that, we're being careful. I've advised other people, be careful, sure. But I still don't think it's a great idea sending out cease and desist letters, because you're not going to stop everybody. People are going to still talk online. If you ask me, they should focus on the matter at hand. Are you innocent or are you guilty? And let us know the evidence on why you are not guilty. That's the only thing they should be focusing on. And they're just doing a horrible job at swaying the public's mind, because they're just doing stuff like this. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you guys think about that cease and desist letter too. Our third lead story: Allison Holker posts a statement following her interview backlash. All right, so this is a follow-up for something that we've been talking all week. Steven Twitch Boss, his wife, has put out a book. She talked on People magazine. I've been dragging her all week. And now she's putting out a statement to all the backlash and for people who are dragging her. I also have a statement from Twitch's mom, which I think is the most important. We've heard from his brother, his best friend. We told you guys, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday's episode. And now we have a statement from his mom. I think that ties everything up and puts a button on all of this. I'm going to read to you most of her letter, but there's one thing at the end that's most important. All right. So she says, to fans of Steven and our family and friends, I want to be clear that my only intentions in writing this book was to share our story as well as part of the life of Steven to help others. Just like you, I never really knew what happened, and I'm still trying to put the pieces together. We'll never really know. If you decide to read the book, hopefully you will see my intention is to celebrate the love and life I shared with Steven, and also the more complex aspects of both of our lives. I hope that by sharing the full story, maybe I can help somebody else who might see themselves or a loved one in Steven. All the proceeds from this book are going to fund the mental health foundation I started in Steven's honor, Move with Kindness. That is actually the line that I wanted to focus on. Now, when I first read this, and you guys know I'm a big mental health advocate, I've spoken for the past 2 years at Charlemagne the God's Mental Health Alliance in New York City. So I'm all for this. When I read that line, right away I was like, whew, you know what? I feel better. Then I read the comment section and somebody pointed out something. Why are we just hearing that all the proceeds are going to Move with Kindness? Why are we just hearing this about this now? Why, when she was speaking with People magazine, didn't she say, hey, this is what I found in the closet, this is what I knew, this is what I didn't know, and I wrote this book for these reasons, and all the proceeds are going. Why now Thursday are we hearing about this? Does that make any sense to you guys? I would really like if somebody out there can find me a clip of her saying this before, because if she said this before, or this was in fact set up before, then I will let her be. The first day that I dragged her, I think it was either Monday or Tuesday, I said this. If she is doing this for a positive reason, I will be understanding and I will let her slide. But like this person said in the comment section, she's just saying this now, and we all think, or a lot of people are thinking, that this is just her trying to clean up, and she's hired a PR company to clean up her mess. Let me know what you guys think about it. But yeah, I think that I agree with this person in the comment section that this is a last minute ditch effort to save herself. All right, I'm going to now just, like I said, tie this whole story up by telling you what Steven's mom said. Steven Twitch boss moms released a statement following Allison Hoker's recent interview. She said, "Our family is absolutely appalled by the misleading and harmful claims made about my son, Steven Boss. The recent publication spreading untruths about Steven has crossed every line of decency. As his mother, I will not let these accusations go unanswered. We will not stand by while his name and legacies are tarnished. He doesn't deserve this, and the kids don't deserve it either. For the past 2 years, I have remained quiet and away from the public eye to protect my family. My primary focus has been on healing and attempting to remain connected to my grandchildren. But when I read the awful claims about my baby, our beloved Steven, I realized I could not stay silent any longer. Our family will ensure his name and memory are protected, and we are committed to defending his honor." So I wanted to read that to say, from his brother, from his friend, and now his mother, we haven't heard anything about them saying, hey, she wrote this book to help raise awareness and to raise money, but we still don't like it. Because that could be their point too, right? Where it's like, hey, I don't care that you're doing this to raise money. Don't say these things because we wanted it to keep private. And but none of them have said anything about her trying to raise money and trying to raise awareness. Nobody has said that. So I have to just go on my first intuition and think that she did this as a money grab. She did this for attention. We did hear also too, when we read yesterday, that Twish's best friend said that she's on every red carpet, every magazine cover. She's moved on. So all the signs point to her doing this for her own best interest. So like I said, this is the end of the week, Friday. Hopefully there won't be anything more about this and we could put a button on this and move on. But yeah, just really, really disrespectful what his wife has done. I've been disgusted about it all week. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Our fourth lead story. The alleged son of Jay-Z sat down with the Daily Mail to plead his case. All right, this is actually an old interview. It happened in December. Not old, but a month ago. He said he is representing for all the kids who don't know who their biological parents are and that he would like justice for all of them, okay? The reason why this interview that happened last month, it sounds like it's so old, it happened last year. It happened a few weeks ago. The reason why this is resurfacing is that a content creator took this clip that I'm about to play for you and used it to ask the same questions that I'm asking. What is Jay-Z doing to change our mind publicly about him? Every time I talk to you guys about Jay-Z, I remind you that he's not up for any federal charges yet. We do know that the feds said that there's still a superseding indictment. There might be more people, but for now, he's not charged with anything criminally. This is all civil. And a civil suit is all about your perception to the media. And like I said, or not only to the media, but to the media and the public. And like I said in the past two lead stories, Jay-Z is not doing a good job on his public image. And this content creator is using this as an example of saying, hey, you have your son, your illegitimate son out here that's sitting down with the Daily Mail. And by the way, the Daily Mail, I did research on them. They are actually the largest publication in England. Oh, I think I maybe erased it. I can't find it now. Anyway, oh yeah, here it is. Daily Mail is a British daily middle market tabloid newspaper published in London. It was founded in 1896. It has the highest circulation of paid newspapers in the UK. All right, yes, it might be a tabloid. However, it is still the highest circulated newspaper, meaning it's getting everyone's attention. And of course, here in the US too. So I'm going to play this clip for you. And his son is saying, I'm never going to stop. He is going to continue for the next 10 years talking about Jay-Z. And he's asking, and we were asking, why don't you just take the test? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is not true, and one of the things, why don't you just take the test? Jay-Z's son, for those of you who don't know, is not just trying to prove that Jay-Z is his father, because let's just be fair. People are saying, hey, you just want Jay-Z to be your dad so that you can have rights to his money. Although that doesn't give him rights to his money, but I digress. According to Jay-Z's illegitimate son, he's doing this to vindicate his mom, who's no longer here. And the fact of Jay mistreating her and the fact of how old she was when they were together. There's a lot of things. Jay-Z could do a lot for his public image if he proves that this guy is not his son. Why not go and take the test? Anyways, listen to the clip of his son, or his illegitimate son, just saying, I am never going to stop. Take a listen.
I really that she's your father.
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Go to the courtroom and basically just want the truth. I want to fight until I'm not here no more. It'll take another 10 years, maybe another 50.
See, so he's saying that he'll do this for the next 10 years, the next 50 years. He says, listen, if you're not my father, why don't you just go to court? And like the leaked cease and desist letter that I just read to you, the fact that they're hiring investigators to contact Tony Buzbee, we see how Jay-Z could move in the court system, the money that he has to spend. His own statement to Tony Buzbee was, yo, you have never met a celebrity like me. Watch what I'm going to do to you. Watch how I'm going to handle you. I think he should put that effort into the public and showing the public that he's not what his illegitimate son is accusing him of and what Tony Buzbee is accusing him of. And one of the big things that would take at least half of this conversation away would be to take the DNA test and prove that this gentleman, who's now 31 years old, is not your illegitimate son. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Send me an email, trentoutloud@cfqr600.com. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Khloe Kardashian and Scott Disick address rumors they hooked up and he got her pregnant. All right, man, I'm going to have to lean on y'all for this because I don't follow the Kardashians. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, this has been a rumor that has gone on for years. I don't know. And Khloe Kardashian is starting her podcast called Khloe in Wonderland. And she asked everybody who her first guest should be. And they all said Scott. Apparently, there's been some rumors that he got her pregnant and things are going on. They addressed it. Here's the video.
Parents think, like, what did your friends think back at home?
Yeah, every day they're like, you got Khloe pregnant? I'm like, yes, Dad, I got Khloe pregnant. It's like, okay.
You never got me pregnant.
But that's what they would say on the front of them.
Yeah.
Like every week it was a different sister I got pregnant.
My number one question was, have you and I ever hooked up?
Fuck yeah.
No, we haven't.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, Scott Disick is Kourtney's baby daddy. They have 3 kids together. I don't know if they were married and divorced or they never were married. I don't know those details. But so Khloe and Scott are brother and sister-in-law. So that's why the rumor of them hooking up is just weird. I don't know. If you guys believe it, let me know. Let me know if you've heard of these rumors. I have been actually hearing people say that they actually do think, just off of this interview alone, like if you really look at their body language and how they're talking, people are like, yo, I don't even know the rumors, but I can tell you they smashed. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section below. I do think their body language does seem a little bit like extra friendly and maybe a little bit flirty. Maybe. I don't know, but I don't know these details, man. Y'all let me know. Our second quick story. Cam Newton slams Jason Whitlock for his comments on Joy Taylor. All right, Cam says Jason Whitlock needs to stay in his lane after recent comments on Joy Taylor. Let's just go to the video quickly. Take a listen.
Hey, Jason Whitlock, come here. You're not that guy, pal. Bro, stay in your lane.
All right, so this is just a follow-up from, I think maybe the second big scandal this week was the Fox scandal with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharpe, and I think Charlie Dixon was the CEO at Fox, where the hairstylist alleged that Skip Bayless offered her $1.5 million to be with him. And she's filing a lawsuit. I haven't actually heard too much more about this lawsuit. I'm sure next week it will pop back up. Anyways, Jason Whitlock made these comments, and now Cam Newton is just weighing in. And people are asking, like, yo, why is Cam weighing in? Maybe he has something to do with Joy Taylor too. So I don't know. Joy seems to be enjoying all of this. I checked out her Instagram. She made some posts about her for the past week on all like her highlights for the past week on her new show. She has like 10,000 comments. The comments are not positive at all. If you guys want to go to her Instagram to check it out, you'll see. There's a lot of memes, a lot of funny memes, which I can't even say to you right now what they are. Yeah, there's a lot. Just go check it out. But she seems pretty much unbothered, and she is just, taking the opportunity to have this elevate her brand. In this day and age, honestly, the things that she's being accused of from this hairstylist it's not great, but in this day and age, bad publicity and good publicity is publicity. Look at Donald Trump, look at Elon Musk, look at a bunch of people, right? Tucker Carlson, I can name you a bunch of people. So I just feel like in this day and age, even if there is bad news about you, there's a way that you could still capitalize off of it. And this is what she's doing. So let me know if you guys follow her, and let me know if you guys check out the comments. Our third quick story. Kanye West's rant has Adidas swipe all mentions of Adidas from their website. All right, blocked and deleted. Adidas removes all mention of Yeezy and Kanye West from their Yeezy.com and their Adidas homepages. All right, this is another follow-up. This is what Friday ends up being. I swear it's like follow-ups of everything that happened throughout the week. Kanye West went on a rant about Adidas being the first website that pops up when you search Google. Actually, I think this just actually happened yesterday. I showed you guys a pic where if you type in Yeezy, Adidas comes up. And I told you guys that that's actually paid. That's how Google works, right? Whenever the first things that pop up, people pay for that. And Kanye was like, yo, you guys dropped me. You stopped paying me. You did all these things. I'm working on myself out here. Why are you guys trying to still make money off of my name? And I told you guys, although that I don't agree with Kanye most of the time, that I agreed with him because that's his brand. He owns it. And they shouldn't have any sort of Google search terms at all on their website. And it looks like he won. And this is going to be beneficial for him. So shout out to Kanye for this. Sometimes he does some wild stuff, but sometimes he is right. And he was right with this. And proof that Adidas moved all of that stuff off of their website is proof. So shout out to Kanye on the win. Our fourth quick story. Songwriter Sean Garrett says Usher hated his single Yeah when he first heard it. Despite Yeah being 13 times platinum, Usher initially hated the song when Sean Garrett first penned it. The singer didn't even want to release it as a lead single on his album. I have a clip. Take a listen.
You wrote the record. What did Usher think of it at first?
He hated it.
All right, this is Monday Morning Quarterback. This is in hindsight. I was in the music industry for 10 years. I've executive produced a couple of albums. Whenever you hear a song for the first time, it's very hard to be like, yes, this is going to be a global hit that's going to go 13 times platinum. It's easy now to look at or listen to a song and be like, yes, this is so obvious. But it's not obvious when you first hear something. And when you first hear something, it's not the finished product. Usher could have heard it on behind a different beat. It could not have been mixed. The drum lines could have been different. The melody could have been different. It's so easy now to be like, yeah, duh. Trust me, when you're in the studio and you're working and you're mixing and there's producers and things change, it's not always super easy. You hear it all the time where, oh, I didn't like this at first. This is very, very, very common. Yes, it's funny looking back on it in hindsight, but it's very easy to be in the mix of something and think that a song is not going to be hot, and then it turns out to be a huge hit. You hear this all the time in the music industry. Our fifth quick story, keeping it music. SZA says she would love to work on a joint album with Kendrick Lamar. All right, SZA, it looks like SZA would be down to do a joint project with Kendrick Lamar. Sorry, I read that already in the title. Let's just go to the video. Take a listen.
Kendrick together consider doing a joint album?
I think that would be amazing.
I am sad by this. As you guys know, I'm a big Drake fan. And I think this means that we're never going to see another Drake and SZA track together, especially if she does a whole joint album. I personally would have rathered a SZA and Drake album. That would be crazy. I know it's maybe a little bit better to do like full rapper and full R&B, but in contrast, Drake is hip hop and also R&B, so I get it. But Drake, like the melodies and like his song choices and his writing mixed with SZA, like whew, and the fact that he could do hip hop and rap on the track, like crazy. This is a good question. This should actually be a part of the question of the day. Would you rather a SZA and Kendrick album, or would you rather a SZA and Drake album? And for those Drake haters out there, take the Drake hate out your heart and just really just think about all the great music that Drake's given us in the past 15 years and answer honestly, which one would you rather? Our sixth quick story. Torrey Craig's alleged ex-girlfriend and her friends trend after they wonder what his type is after popping out with Megan Thee Stallion. All right, there's a whole article on this. I'm not going to read it. If you guys remember, again, another follow-up. If you guys remember, Torrey Craig and Megan Thee Stallion went viral this week for his side chick kind of putting out receipts about him sending her money. Now, another girl is coming out, and her name is Olivia Davis, and she's talking about their past relationship and if Megan is really her type or his type. Sorry. I know it's a little bit confusing. Just take a listen.
Me and Eva, we were sitting in bed scrolling on TikTok, and we're scrolling. Meg Thee Stallion pops up with some guy, and Eva's like, "Isn't that Olivia's ex?" And I'm like, I just wonder what his type is, because you guys dated, then he was talking to other girls when he was talking to you, and like they all look
very
like
similar. Like
you
we
guys.
all looked,
Why not just come out and say, I'm not used to seeing Torrey with black girls? That's really what she wants to say. I don't know if Megan is his type or whatever. Yo, leave Megan alone. I would actually like to see Megan leave this guy. Like what I said when I first heard about him sending this other girl, his side chick, some receipts. Poor Megan, man. She never could catch a break. She's always with the wrong guys. Some of the hate that Megan gets is a little bit self-inflicted, I must say. But, you know, I'm a big Megan fan. So, Megan, take the weekend, log off, and, try to, date somebody that's not in the industry. How about that? Like, no more rappers, no more NBA players, or is he NBA or NFL? I don't even know. Just don't. He's an NBA player. Just try to find a guy that works at a bank or something. I don't know. Our seventh quick story. Vybz Kartel confirms U.S. visa petition ahead of the 67th Grammy Awards. All right, dancehall king Vybz Kartel said he has already submitted a petition for a U.S. visa to attend the 67th Annual Grammy Awards in February, where his EP, Party With Me, is nominated for Best Reggae Album. He goes on to say that he understands why it might be a little bit difficult from his past, but he really hopes that he gets his visa so that he can get his award. Y'all know I'm a big Vybz fan. I still do disagree that he is not the king of dancehall, because Beanie Man is the king of dancehall. We also talked about that this week. I digress. Still, shout out to Vybz, having a great year. Freedom Street concert for New Year's Eve, super dope. People are still talking about Popcorn and that promoter, but I would really love to see Vybz at the Grammy Awards. It would be super good for Jamaica, super good for reggae and dancehall. So anybody out there that has any connections to the U.S. Immigration or Petitions Office, put in a good word for Vybz Kartel and let him come and show up to the 67th Grammy Awards. Our eighth quick story. All right, 50 Cent and Jim Jones are beefing. There's not even like a real headline to this. Yesterday, another follow-up. Yesterday, I played a clip with you guys from Jim Jones, and he was on a podcast, the Respectfully podcast, and he was talking about Cameron and Mace and their relationship. They also went on to talk about when Cam and 50 were beefing, and Jim had some, let's say, choice words for that situation. He didn't actually come out and say anything like super bad about them, but 50, like you mentioned his name and it's over. So he put out a post on his Instagram, individual one, with this hilarious picture of Jim Jones. A lot of people are not even noticing the joke because Jim is at, it looks like a brunch. I think it's the Rock Nation brunch. And Diddy is there in the background. Jay is in the back, Fat Joe and Remy Ma. And it looks like, you know how a fan would see Jay or see Diddy or see any of these people and they don't take a picture with them. So they turn around and take like a selfie to show like, hey, I really did see Jay-Z, although he doesn't want to take a picture of me. That's what this picture looks like of Jim Jones. Hilarious. And he also put an individual one at the bottom. And then he put, looks to be like what a transcript from court. He's just alluding to the fact that Jim Jones was snitching in the in the case that's gone on with Tekashi. So 50 just dragging Jim Jones as he normally does. If you want more jokes, go to 50's page, because as I got this story and I went back, I've seen 2 or 3 more jokes. So the whole weekend is going to be 50 Cent dragging Jim Jones. You want some entertainment for the weekend, go to 50's Instagram. Our 9th quick story. Barack Obama and Donald Trump trend after they were seen having a discussion during Jimmy Carter's service. All right. Really excited to talk about this. I like this. I'm going to play the video for you that I have. I'm going to play some clips. For those of you who are not seeing it or haven't seen it, at Jimmy Carter's service, the 5 living presidents and their wives were seated. And then there was Joe Biden and Kamala in the front. So it was Bill and Hillary, then Bush and his wife's name, I don't know, sorry. And then it was Barack. Michelle was noticeably absent, and they said it was because of a scheduling conflict, but we know that she wasn't there because she would have had to sit beside Donald Trump. So then there was Trump and then Melania. Hilarious. But seeing that Barack and Donald were side by side, people were wondering what's going to happen. And all the clips of them are them laughing and talking. I actually love this. There is a clip from Michelle. Actually, I'm going to read you guys some tweets. Somebody says, taking a peep at Trump and Obama having a chat at Jimmy Carter's service, and then immediately gives a sigh girl. I'll play the clip. Take a listen and just watch her body reaction and the sigh that she's like, oh, as if she's like, why are you talking to him? Take a listen. Another person tweeted out and says, who could read lips? What are former President Trump and Obama discussing at President Carter's service? And you have a big, big smile on Donald Trump's face. And another person said, great to see Trump and Obama speaking with each other. We need more of this. People from both sides having conversations. And all right, here is a video of them talking. Take a listen.
George H.W. Bush, President Trump was in office then. All
right, as you guys know, every time I talk about politics, I say how neutral I am. I'm independent. I am not right. I'm not left. I'm not blue. I'm not red. This is a purple podcast. And these are the reasons why we need to come together and have both sides working together. And Barack Obama strategically did this. I know him well. He specifically did this to show, even though they may be the most extreme 2 people in the world, they can come together and have communication and talk. Donald Trump said in 2016, when he got into the office, that Barack Obama left him a really nice letter. Hopefully one day we'll find out what was in that letter, but Trump said that he's never going to let us know. And don't forget, Trump was the one that was talking about Barack Obama not being born here and the birthright and all of these things, and has said so much things about Barack, but Barack still left him a letter. And that is one of the reasons why, or one of the things that I like about Obama. He's always campaigned on, reaching across the aisle. Now, let's not get into the fact if during his presidency, if he did or if he didn't or whatever. You guys can sound off below on that. However, I just like that they are talking like this. I'm sure a lot of you are not going to like. I'm sure Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club is going to say, yo, you should keep that same energy. How could you accuse somebody of being this, like this, and like this to our country, that they're so bad for our country, they could do all these bad things, and now you're sitting down laughing at them. He said the same thing about the guy that didn't shake Kamala Harris's hand. He's saying, you know what? I kind of like it. Keep that same energy. I disagreed with him then. I think that you could not like somebody and still shake their hand. You could still keep that same energy, but you could still be respectful. And I like that they both were respectful to each other and shared a laugh. That's what you need. That's what you need to do in a time like that, especially at a service like that. And that is what America needs. I hope that Donald Trump sees this as an olive branch and maybe during his presidency reaches out to Barack Obama. I don't know if you guys are aware, but a lot of sitting presidents call past presidents that maybe have better relationships with certain people or maybe have certain experiences, and they call on them for advice and for help. I know this is a stretch, but I'm not saying he'll ever be part of his administration or anything, but I would like if they could have some sort of a relationship and and Donald Trump could lean on Barack Obama on certain instances. That's just my hope, man. Maybe that's too much of a wild hope, but that is what independence is all about, man, is seeing both sides, staying in the middle and working the best for the people. I keep on telling you guys, it's not about these extremes. It's about the people. And like I said yesterday with Donald Trump talking about the Gulf of America and all these other things and, buying Canada and about Greenland, what we need to see, Canada, US, and everybody, we need interest rates lowered. We need housing prices lowered. We need groceries lowered. Those are the most important things. The pocketbook of Americans and Canadians is what we want to see. You guys need to work together to help that out. That is why Donald Trump was voted in as president, because that was one of his main concerns, and that's what he ran on, better than the Democrats. If one thing I will say that they did run a better campaign and convinced more people that Donald Trump would do better for the economy. Not saying that he is. And he's already come out and said, well, man, I don't know what I can do with prices, which is not what he said when he was running. However, already gone long enough, but I like both of these guys working together, and I would like to see more politicians working together for us, the people. You work for us. We pay your salaries. You're using our money. Lower those things and just do better. That's my 2 cents. All right. I'm done with politics for the week. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our 10th quick story. Puma is suing Tiger Woods. This is really all about Sunday Red, Tiger Woods' new brand. Puma is taking legal action against Tiger Woods' brand, Sunday Red, filing a notice claiming Sunday Red's logo resembles the leaping cat Puma logo. As you guys know, Tiger Woods has left Nike after 27 years, and he's come out with his own line. His line is a tiger, and the 15 lines in the tiger represent his 15 wins. What if he wins another major? What are they going to do? Update the logo? Anyways, I digress. I'm going to put up a picture. Let me know what you guys think about this logo. Are they similar? I mean, Puma's is in a jumping position where Tiger's looks like is more in a running position, but I could see how somebody could mistake it. Not too sure. Apparently, this move prevents Sunday Red's attempt to trademark this symbol, which is something I don't understand. I've trademarked logos before for my companies. you don't use a logo before it's trademarked. You're $1 billion company, TaylorMade. How do you not know that? How do you print and sell a bunch of stuff without having the trademark? Are you crazy or what? Anyways, man, I don't know what these billionaires are doing. Our 11th quick story. Quebec's water planes just arrived in Los Angeles to support local U.S. firefighters battling the ongoing wildfire. All right, Quebec Public Safety Minister Francois, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, posted a message in support of California's governors on X saying the province is ready to send additional planes to the state if needed. All right, y'all know I'm from Quebec. Shout out Montreal. We are helping y'all, man. Every time I turn on the TV, I see everything that's going on in LA. It is so sad. It's really looking like a movie. It doesn't even look like it's real. So, just happy to report that, you know, the province where I'm from up here in Canada, in Montreal, are sending out whatever help we can. And I like that the minister is saying anything else you guys need, let us know. Here's a video of one of our planes from Quebec that was sent out to LA. Take a listen. Sorry if there was no like vocals there for any of you guys that are just listening to this on podcast platforms or on the radio. But that was the plane and dropping the water. But for those of you who did see it, doesn't it look like they dropped the water a little too early? It looks like the water was like let out over water. I don't understand why they're not letting out over fire, but maybe they know something that I don't know. But anyways, that's the clip that we found. Shout out to Quebec, shout out to Canada, and shout out to Montreal. Our 12th quick story. The Jennifer Hudson show turns off comments on Aaron Pierre's Spirit Tunnel video, seemingly due to some weird messages. I really do not get this. Word on the street is that Jennifer Hudson show had to disable comments on Aaron Pierre's Spirit Tunnel because of some admirers. Aaron Pierre, who appeared on the show last month to promote Mufasa, is going viral on with fans going crazy about him. I told you guys about this, I don't know, was it last week or this week? I don't remember. I don't understand. I'm going to put up a picture of this dude. Ladies, please tell me why you guys are going so crazy over him. I just don't understand. So much so that they have to turn the comment section off because y'all are going so wild out here. Like, is this guy really that good looking? And like I said, I'm the type of guy, I'm confident in my, I can say if somebody is good looking or not. I'm very confident. He's not that great. Are you joking? Like, he's not that great. Let me know in the comment section below. Ladies, are you going crazy over Aaron Pierre? Our 13th quick story. Netflix's new Jerry Springer documentary has fans reminiscing on how messy the show was. Netflix's new Jerry Springer documentary has social media in a frenzy. Fans are reminiscing about how crazy things used to be. All right, I just wanted to throw this out here because I didn't even know about the documentary, so y'all know that I'm a Netflix junkie. It's literally how I spend my weekends. And yeah, I'm gonna check this out this weekend. Have any of you watched it yet? Is it worth watching? Apparently, people on social media says that you cannot miss it. So I just watched the Vince McMahon documentary, which was really good. So I'm excited to watch this. Also, let me know in the comment section below if there's any cool Netflix, whether it be a show, a movie. Yo, I need this in my life, man. I'm insomniac. Like, I need shows. Tell me a show to watch, a documentary, movie. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to social discussion of the day. All right, it's going to be hard for me to weigh in because this is really a discussion amongst women. So I'm going to leave it to you guys. But Ruby Rose weighs in on Shensea's comments about never going through a phase, a phase where you're with like a bunch of people. So Shensia, shout out to Jamaica. Shensia says, I've never had that kind of phase and I don't want to either. What's fun about that? And then Ruby Rose commented and she goes, yeah, same, because like, ooh. So a lot of girls were in the comment section being like, yeah, I remember that phase in college. That was a fun phase. Who cares what's going on? Then there were some women that were like, no, I agree with her. So I wanted to put it out there. I know I have a lot of female viewers. I mean, I don't necessarily want to go into your business if you've been through that phase in your life or not, but what do you think about that? What do you think? Do you frown upon girls that have that phase in their life? From a male's perspective, I think that my views have changed over the years with that. And one of the things that I learned actually in therapy was that I feel, or not I feel, most men that don't like a woman that has gone through that phase is because of what men will think of the girl. I know it sounds crazy, but I learned that because a lot of men think about what other men will think of their girl and of them. Whether you like it or not, I'm just showing you a psychological thing that I learned in therapy. And more what it is about is, I'm going to explain to you that theory. You, the woman, were you in control of the people who you're with, or was it from a bunch of mistakes? And that is and that is what's going to make a man deal with something. If it was like, I made all those choices and I thought it all through and I wanted to make those decisions and then I stayed that way or I changed, that is more acceptable psychologically to men. Whereas the opposite of a woman that's been played by a bunch of men, that is what is harder for men to deal with. So just giving you the psychological framework. But like I said, I think most women these days really don't care what a man thinks and thinks that most men shouldn't care what other men think. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Whose side are you on with this social discussion of the day? And also, too, let me know if you guys like the social discussion of the day. I think it's been like, our second week now. People seem to be liking it. And somebody wrote to me, it's like, oh, man, I wish that we could go even longer. Trust me, I do, too. But, it is pretty much an hour show-ish. So we try to, keep it short. But I love talking about these things. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to question of the day. If you and your mate swap phones for a day, what's the first thing you would check? All right, Learn825 says his Amazon cart so I could buy him what he wants. Okay. 825 Bay says probably myself into, okay, no, I can't read that. Somebody says their DMs and their text messages. Travel Right 30 says the money apps let me see where my allowance is going. Okay. Somebody says I don't want to. Another person says nothing. I'd log out of Facebook and Instagram so I can. That really doesn't make much sense. Somebody says don't. That doesn't apply to me. I'm single. Well, we're talking hypothetically. Another person said I'm going through all of it. Another person said nothing because I don't really care. Cindy River 82 said Cash App. Somebody else said the bank account. Why are you guys going to a bank account? Like, how do you not know what your partner is spending? I don't know. That's the last place I would go. Another person said, y'all want to be in their phones so badly. I have no desire. Another person said nothing. Another person said music. Why would you go through somebody's music? Somebody says deleted messages. Where are deleted messages? Aren't deleted messages deleted? How do you go through deleted messages? Hey, maybe there's a deleted message section. Tell me about that. Somebody says where you're making bank transfers. I really don't get the money thing. Somebody explained to me. Anyways, somebody said his stocks. Pictures. That's a good place. They said the internet history. Somebody said I'm throwing it in the ocean. I particularly am not a going through the phone type of guy. I think that you're not going to find anything anyways. This day and age, people are really slick. And I think if you go through someone's phone and find nothing, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that they're slick and they've erased everything. So I just feel like it's a waste of time. One. B, and this is most important, if you are with somebody who you feel like you have to go through their phone, irregardless if, is it irregardless or regardless? I don't know. Regardless if there is something in their phone or not, if you feel like you have to go through someone's phone, you guys should break up. Done. You need to be with somebody, or I need to be with somebody that I have no desire to go through their phone. I need to be with somebody that if somebody tells me, yo, I saw your girl out here, I will just be able to vehemently tell them they are wrong. Like, I'm not even questioning it. Like, that's impossible. The same way how you could tell me something about my mom, I'll be like, that's no way. That's impossible. No. You tell me about my sister? Nah. No, that's the same way I need to feel about my girl. I don't need to go through my mom's phone. I don't need to go through my sister's phone. I don't need to go through my niece's phone. I know them like I know myself. And that's the person who you need to be with. If you have a feeling or inclination, it's something more about your relationship and not what's on the phone. And like I told you, you're not going to find anything what's on the phone. You're not going to find anything on your phone anyways. It's 2025. There's apps that are set up to like hide things, and like fake apps where it looks like it's a banking app, but it's a whole other app where people talk on. Like the fact that you're going to people's text messages, like, bro, that's so 10 years ago, man. Like anybody who's doing something secret and wants to hide something, they know how to hide it. So, and they're probably doing it on a whole other phone anyways that you'll never find. So anyways, break up with them. All right. Trust me. All right. This brings us to sports news. The Raiders are interested in Bill Belichick for their head coaching vacancy, and minority owner Tom Brady recently spoke with him. Brady has been in contact with Bill Belichick to see if the legendary coach would reconsider his move to college football and return to the NFL. Belichick has signed a contract with North Carolina that included a $10 million buyout if he leaves before June the 1st. I found that super weird because I know that he was going to college and now he might come back to the NFL. Listen, Kansas City Chiefs are going to be winning for the next 10 years. And if it's not them, it's going to be Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. So you can do whatever you want. Y'all ain't going to win no championships, all right? We own the next 10 years. All right, you guys, that is it for my Friday episode. I hope that you enjoyed this entire week's episode. Great episodes, great numbers, great views. Thank you so much for all your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. Thank you guys so much. Before I let you go on this amazing Friday, I'm going to remind you guys of all the ways to keep up with the Trend Out Loud podcast. For those of you who are used to watching the show on YouTube or listening to it on podcast platforms, please try to check me out Monday through Friday from 11 to 12 on CFQR600.com from anywhere in the world or on 600 AM in the Montreal area. We do play the Trend Out Loud podcast, but we mix it in with 90s and 2000s, hip hop and R&B. It's a great way for you to get your entertainment and viral news while listening to your favorite hits from the 90s and 2000s. And I select the music so you know it's dope. Make sure you check it out. Now, vice versa, if you're used to listening to the show on CFQR600.com or 600 AM, and you can't always catch the show from 11 to 12, we get it. You're busy. You got things to do. I'm going to give you 3 ways to keep up to date with the show. The first one is if you are on CFQR600.com and you click Listen Live, there's a second tab that says Listen on Demand. You click there, you'll get access to all 417 Trend Out Loud episodes. The second way is, of course, on YouTube. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. And lastly, we're available on all podcast platforms. Go to any site, type in Trent Out Loud, the show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow and subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And just like YouTube, we upload daily. You know, we're working for y'all. You can follow me on any social platform. It's always the same handle, Trent Out Loud. Don't forget to follow the media company, Exo City Media, on Instagram. Now, for those of you who are right now tuned in to CFQR 600, do not touch that dial because my homeboy, Don Smooth, is coming up next with the lunch mix from 12 to 1, and Don is always dropping the hits. We made it, y'all. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll see you for Monday's show. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Turn Out Loud. Peace.